What's good, YouTube? I'm back again with another video. I appreciate the love and the subscribers, man. It means a lot to me. To the new viewers that's coming onto my page, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe button. It'll help the channel grow. I appreciate it. Much love. But yeah, man, I'm about to jump straight into the topic, man. And y'all have a safe Memorial Day weekend and day. Get crazy out here with folks. They get, holiday come up, and people don't know how to act. But yeah, man, I'm about to jump straight into the topic, right? This was something I read this morning because, I'm running around taking care of business. I'm at the park or whatever, chilling by the pond, a little relaxing or whatever. But a woman cannot raise a boy into a man, right? And the post particularly said, it's crazy how women will complain about the men they can't get or they want to have, but try to raise the boys, try to raise their boys into the men they want, right? See, I could definitely relate to that because my mama, she couldn't teach me things that I could learn, that I learned from men and me and things I had to go through as a man. She didn't teach me how to control my emotions. She didn't teach me how to walk away from women. She didn't teach me how to deal with women. I had to learn all that on my own. Women don't realize is when you make your boy emotional, his reaction to anything could get him locked up, jammed up, or even in a messy situation. Because that's the number one thing that a man plays in a boy's life is controlling his emotion, discipline, learning how to handle situations and don't handle it like a woman, being argumentative, yelling and screaming, breaking stuff. When a man don't have control of his emotions, he can mess up his future and crash out. And a lot of these women are calling men sassy, but these are the same men that y'all raised to be sassy. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense to me. And these be the same women that keep their kids out their father's life, especially if he's a good father and really trying to handle business, and say he's the bad guy. He's not nothing. He's not, he broke. But you're broke. You're keeping the children away from their father, especially if y'all got boys, when they need their father. Now, if he garbage, he don't handle his business, that's understandable. But a lot of men would rather have peace over their life than to deal with a toxic woman or her family or have to go through other family members to get their child. A lot of men egos sometimes overpowers the fact that that's their children, but a lot of men don't want to deal with that. Every time I want to go get my child, it's a problem. You didn't buy this. They don't talk about what you done did, what you done did for the child when, it's behind closed doors. Maybe you are paying your child support, and it's still not enough. But a lot of guys don't realize is they're saving themselves a headache, and on the back end, it's cheaper. Because it costs way more to take care of a child than a punk ass $300-400, right? So really, you saving yourself a headache. If you wondered if getting off child support was worth it, I mean, it ain't really, because you ain't got to deal with the child. They can't say you're not taking care of your child. This is what you wanted. You want to put these folks in our business. This is what it's gonna be. But I'm getting off topic. My point is, like I said, a lot of these women don't realize that they raising their boys into sassy women. A lot of these boys are sassy women, and they become men, and these be the same men that women portray that they want, but really don't want. See, fellas, y'all gotta understand something about women. They contradict themselves a lot, right? I'll give you a prime example. man, I want a guy that's 6 foot tall, 6 figures. I don't care about the dad bod, woody woody woo. And then she would go get a guy that's 5'8" with a beer belly, but got a little bit of money. You get what I'm saying? Or she say she wants this Mercedes Benz, but she ended up going to get a Nissan Altima because it looked cute. Women contradict themselves all the time. So my point to the video is, women got to quit raising these boys into sassy women. A lot of these men are emotional creatures because of the women that raised them, and it could stem from the grandma or the auntie or whatever. Some men get thrown to the wolves and they got to learn on their own. Eventually they'll catch on, but some men don't. Some men end up growing up beating their women, having kids everywhere, in and out of jail, all because of misguidance from women. Because women think they men. Because they raised every child by themselves. No, it's all respect to you. But I don't mean you don't raise the man. A man got to learn from his own. I done learned so much being out here on my own. I done learned from men. I done learned from older men. I done learned from mistakes. I done learned what a man really seek out here is peace, right? If you really been through a lot of your life as a man, you're going to seek peace. You ain't going to want to settle down with no toxic woman. You ain't going to want to deal with a woman that's disrespectful. A lot of these men be stuck in relationships because they mama try to tell them, you need to stay in that and, be there for the woman. But what about his peace of mind? Or you end up finding you a woman, right? For prime example, you end up finding you a woman that's a good woman, but the mama bitter because now you the man that the mama want. Now the mama mistreating the daughter. And then you got the son's mama feeling like the woman that you with don't deserve your presence or you being a man because your mama didn't get it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. And if the cycle was broken, this can go for all men and all generations and all colors. If that shit was broken and it was more men in the household, a lot of these men wouldn't grow up the way they are. A lot of these men wouldn't be emotionally damaged and hurt. A lot of these men would not want to lay around with 20, 40 different women and have multiple kids everywhere. A lot of men don't want to put up with a lot of BS, especially if you're young. But, no, not young, older. But my point is, women need to quit talking about they can't find no men. Y'all raised some of these men. Y'all made some of these men. And ain't nobody fault that you done ran the father out. I'm not saying all women ran the father away, because some men just not shit. But a lot of women done ran the father out. Get tired of calling. Get tired of being disrespected. Why do I gotta go through the mama and the grandma to get my child? I'm tired of getting disrespected just to get my child. Every time I try to get my child, it's a problem. And my child sees that. And then you done brainwash my child to believe that I'm garbage. You get what I'm saying? No man don't want to deal with that. And then the men go out here try to have a mixed family. Now you're dealing with it just gets messy, right? Then the man go out here and try to get a mixed made family and try to start over. And now the man is dealing with the girl's broke baby daddy that ain't got shit. It's a whole cycle. My point I'm trying to make, fellas, is y'all gotta quit listening to your mama all the goddamn time. Be around men. Learn from men. Observe women. Learn from women. But learn from men. Learn how to be masculine. Learn how to control your emotions. Learn how to be better if you chose to have a son or a child. Because personally, if I have a son, I do not want my son being around no feminine stuff. If I tell my son that trash needs to get taken out, he gonna go take that trash out. You get what I'm saying? He'll come in, his mama be like, go take that trash out. I'm sick today, mama. I don't feel good. Go lay down, honey. You get what I'm saying? Father gonna be like, man, go take that goddamn trash out. Then you can go lay down. It's a big difference. Once women open their eyes to see that a man is very valid in a boy's life, even in a girl's life, you know, even in a girl's life, a female's life, a lot of these women didn't have fathers. That's why they act the way they act. A lot of them is disrespectful, sassy as hell, hoes, and all above because they ain't have no father or a father figure. They ain't have no father telling them or getting them back in line and showing them what these men is about. Some, you know, women grow up without fathers because, you know, they done pass away or they just didn't want to deal with the mama. A lot of men do not want to deal with the toxic baby mama, man. I get it, some messed up baby daddies out there too, women. But y'all can't raise a boy into a man. I don't care what you done bought or what you done did for him. Some boys come out better than others with dealing with women, but why not raise y'all sons to be future leaders and, you know, choose the right woman? Y'all get mad at him for picking the wrong women. It's because of y'all. Y'all want a man to choose a woman like y'all when y'all ain't shit. Don't make sense. But don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It'll help the channel grow. I appreciate it. Much love. You know, this is something I always felt, you know, wanted to talk about. Like I said, women can really make a man feminine and soft. And if you try to follow a woman trait,